All right, let's dive right in, shall we? Today, we're looking at England versus New Zealand.
Ooh, a classic rivalry.
It is from the Autumn Nations series 2024, and
Yeah.
we're focusing on those juicy YouTube highlights.
So the big game-changing moments.
Exactly, the stuff that'll have you on the edge of your seat. We're talking about two absolute powerhouses in the rugby world. So,
hmm
right off the bat, New Zealand's Marius Jonker, he makes a tackle off the ball.
Ooh, not a good start for New Zealand.
No, definitely not. And England gets a penalty, kind of feels like an early gift.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But then England's got to capitalize on that, right? And they do. Joe Cokanasiga.
Oh, this guy. The announcers called him a diamond ball handler.
And they're not wrong. The way he takes that ball, he's like lightning.
So what makes him such a good ball handler? What am I looking for here?
So he uses this, it's called a goose step. He kind of like fakes one way with his body, but keeps the ball tucked in close. It completely throws the defenders off.
Ah, so it's like deception and speed all in one.
Exactly. And that gives him the space to just power through and bam, England scores the first try.
The crowd goes wild. But now, New Zealand, they're known for staying cool under pressure. So, what happens next?
Will Jordan? He answers right back with a try for New Zealand. Now, you might think, oh, they're going to panic, going to chase the score. But nope, not New Zealand.
So what's their strategy? How do they keep their cool like that?
It's discipline, pure discipline. They stick to their structure. And get this, they actually used England's aggression against them.
Wait, hold on. How do you use someone's aggression against them in rugby?
So England, they're all fired up after that first try, right? They start pushing forward, trying to force things.
Right, make things happen.
But in doing that, they leave gaps in their defense, especially out wide. New Zealand, they just stay patient, wait for those gaps, and bam, they exploit them. It's how Jordan gets that space to score. It's classic New Zealand rugby. Stay on your channel, don't chase things.
Stay on your channel, meaning...
I mean, stick to your position, trust your teammates to do the same. Instead of everyone swarming the ball, they maintain a structured defense, cover the whole field. It's like a well-oiled machine.
Got it. So it's all about discipline and structure. Now, I remember from the highlights, there was this almost try for England. They're working the ball down the field, pass after pass. Amazing teamwork. Marcus Smith with a beautiful pass.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like they're about to score. But then what happens?
Heartbreak for England. It looked like a sure try, but the ref called it back.
For what?
Deliberate knock-on by a New Zealand player. Needed a wide-angle replay to be sure, but yeah, it was the right call. These tiny moments can change the entire game.
Oh, absolutely. Every decision, every play, it all matters. It's intense.
Though, yeah, the stakes are high.
Back with England versus New Zealand, second half, and it feels like it's anyone's game.
Oh, absolutely. Still anyone's game.
New Zealand has a slight lead, but England, they're not giving up.
Nope, not even a little bit.
So did either team change up their strategy coming back from halftime? Anything noticeable?
Both teams made adjustments. You could see England started playing with more like urgency, more risks. They needed to break through that New Zealand defense.
Right, they needed to make something happen.
Exactly. But New Zealand, they stuck to their game plan, that disciplined structure.
Like we were talking about earlier, just waiting for England to slip up.
Exactly. They were like
Yeah.
a pack of wolves just waiting to pounce.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the standout moments in this half. Mani Tuilagi, that guy is a beast.
Oh, yeah.
That run he had. But New Zealand's defense, they shut him down. How do they manage to do that?
It's their ability to read the play, you know, anticipate England's moves. Tuilagi's powerful, but they were ready for him. Swarmed him, didn't give him an inch.
And then Beauden Barrett, he almost got a drop goal for New Zealand. I was on the edge of my seat. Can you remind us what a drop goal is and why it was such a big deal in this moment?
Sure. So a drop goal is when a player kicks the ball over the crossbar during open play. Worth 3 points, same as a penalty kick. And if Barrett made it, New Zealand's lead would have gotten even bigger.
So even harder for England to catch up.
Yeah, it was a high-pressure moment. But England's defense stepped up. They put pressure on Barrett, disrupted his kick.
Oh, huge relief for England.
Big time. It kept them in the game.
Okay, so then there was another controversial call. Looked like New Zealand might have made a forward pass, but the ref, after reviewing the footage, said it was legal. What did you think of that call?
Tough one. Those are always tricky for the ref. In rugby, forward pass means the ball goes forward from the player who passed it. In this case, it was super close, like a matter of inches. And the angle of the pass, it was hard to tell. Needed those replays.
Yeah.
In the end, you got to trust the ref's judgment.
Yeah. Though I'm sure some England fans were not happy.
Probably not. But, these highlights, we got to remember, we're only seeing snippets.
Right, the most dramatic bits.
Exactly. There's a ton of rugby happening that we don't see. All those scrums, lineouts, back and forth stuff. We're missing all that context.
Okay, so heading into the final minutes, New Zealand's still got that lead, but England's not out of it. It's getting tense. What did you see in terms of strategy in those last few minutes?
Well, England, they knew they had to score and fast. They started taking more risks. Anything to break through.
So a real high-stakes gamble.
Totally. But New Zealand, they didn't panic, stayed calm, relied on that discipline and experience we talked about, weather the storm kind of thing.
Sounds like those final minutes were a nail-biter. What were some of the key moments that decided the outcome?
All right, we're down to the wire here with England versus New Zealand. These last few minutes, just incredible rugby.
Oh, yeah. England fighting hard, but
New Zealand, I mean, they just know how to win, don't they?
it's like it's in their DNA. England, they're desperate for a try, so they start taking more risks, really pushing the pace. But New Zealand, they don't flinch. They stay disciplined, soak up that pressure.
They're like a wolf. Exactly. And then they wait for the right moment to strike.
So how does it all end? Does England pull off a miracle comeback?
It's heartbreaking for England fans. Artie Savea, for New Zealand, he steals the ball. Yeah. Right from under England's noses.
Wow, talk about a game changer in the dying seconds of the match.
There's a total momentum shift.
Yeah.
New Zealand, they get the ball back and they launch this counterattack.
They don't even hesitate.
No. They see the space England left open, all those gaps from trying to score, and they exploit it perfectly.
And this is where Rika Ioane comes in, right? He's the one who scores the final try.
Yep. Ioane, he gets the ball out wide. George Ford tries to tackle him, but Ioane, he's just too powerful. Touches the ball down for the try.
And that's it. Game over. New Zealand wins. A hard-fought match, but they proved why they're at the top.
What impressed me most was their composure. They didn't let the pressure get to them. They stuck to their game plan. England had their moments, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that first try was something else.
But it wasn't enough. New Zealand they know how to win.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, what are your big takeaways? What can we learn from this match?
Discipline, for sure. Strategy. And keeping a cool head when things get tough. New Zealand, it's not just individual talent. It's the teamwork, the execution, the trust in their system.
Like that stay in your channel philosophy.
Exactly. They stay focused, trust their training, and then they seize the moment when it comes. It's a reminder for all of us, really. In any tough situation, stay calm, stay focused, and you'll be amazed what you can achieve.
Great point. Those lessons from sports, they apply to life in general. Well, it's been a pleasure breaking down this match with you.
Likewise.
And to our listeners, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the heart of rugby. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep playing to win.